Hi and welcome back, it's Deborah, and today I'm actually going to be doing some crafting, but before I do that I want to show you how my quilt is progressing. So this is the quilt for my van, my new motorhome, and it probably gives you an insight into why I've bought all of the green Joseph products and lots of other green things and a few purple things as well, because obviously it's very purple and very green. I put this white border around each square because it was actually a little bit dark, I thought, and a bit too much purple. But there you go, that's just a brief overview of how that's progressing. I've only done one strip so far, but I've got lots of the squares done. And as I start to feel better, I've been doing a bit of sewing and putting it all together, which has been nice. Today I'm just going to play with some surfaces, some substrates. Now I'm using a card just simply because I had them here, and because then I thought later I can either use them as a card or I can put them into my journal as a journaling spot. So I think they'd make a really nice journaling spot, and I might do something else with them, but for now I'm just going to do some stuff on the outside because I haven't really done much crafting in the last little while. But I just felt like it today, so I must be feeling better, which is great. Now I've pulled out a few things, a bit of lace and a few other things, and also some of this pre-made stuff. So these are from a masterboard, or probably not even that. I think I was just sticking things together. And I thought maybe I could reuse or utilise some of this. I've got some Tim Holtz wallpaper, a bit of spine from an old book, a few other little Tim Holtz things and whatever. So let's get going. So to do this, I'm just going to start laying things down. Now, I like to work in strips, horizontal strips, and also the occasional vertical strip. If I do vertical, I'll probably then stick with the vertical, so I'm just tossing up which way I'm going to go. I'm going to lay it off the edge of the card because afterwards I'll turn the card over and then I'll cut it. So it'll be all trimmed down to the size of the card. I'm just wondering, because I'd really like to have the little holes there that are in the paper. I don't really want to cover those up. I'm hoping that I maybe can find something to put down. Let's see, that's probably got a bit too much on it. Although this one might be all right if I put the one down here. In fact, that's almost a perfect fit on top. But I don't want to use it all like that. I am going to just tear it and get the edge torn here, so that I can then layer it. Now it's coming apart because that's the original piece of paper. So I've used that as a base and I've stuck things over the top. But I think that's okay. I'll still use that and stick it down and see how that goes. So I hope you've all been well. I kind of miss doing my videos, but I just haven't felt up to it. And you can see that, or hear that my voice is much improved on what it was as well. It's a bit croaky the other day, but it's getting better. It's almost there. And it's nice to be able to sit at my craft table again and do something. So I thought maybe I can put like a piece down here like that, maybe. Let's try that. Which way? Actually, that might go better this way. Although I do like that bit at the end. Maybe I'll use that somewhere else. And I want it over. I think I'm going to tear it off actually. Turn it around. In fact, I'm going to tear it off here too. Make it a little bit smaller. And then put that over there like that. Then I'll make sure the lines are straight. And I will probably end up putting something over the top of it. I never know with this. I just like to put things down, and if it doesn't look all right, then cover it up. Or if it looks fine, then just move on from there. So we'll just put this maybe up here even. I think that's fine. And you see I've only got that tiny little bit that I can just rip off on the other side. And I will ink the edges as well so that there's not a little white edge around, because I do want to make it quite, you know, grungy and vintagey, as is the way that I like it. So I'm just seeing what else I've got here that I can put down. Where's that bit of wallpaper I had? That's a bit black, isn't it? Yeah, that's a bit too black. I quite like this one though. And again, I'm going to tear this. Now, I've probably told you this before, but if you tear one way, you'll get a white edge, and if you tear the other way, then you won't. So I quite like it that way, and that looks okay down there. Okay, put this down. Now, if you're doing this sort of, collage or whatever you want to call it, you've got to be prepared to rip things. You've also got to be prepared to cover things up. Don't be precious about putting things, don't be butting things up together like this. You need to overlap. When you overlap, you'll get a better result than if you don't. I like this piece of writing that's on there, so I'm going to tear some of that too and put on there. Just want to make sure I've got no white edge showing. Maybe down like that. Might use a piece of this later as well, I think. See how it goes. I'm not sure if I'll need it or not. Now I'm doing this, as you can see, vertically, because that's just the way that the number worked out. And now I've got a bit of white edge there that I don't really like. So I probably need to overlap something else across it to get rid of that. I have got, now where are those little things that I had here? So when I get some more down, I can put like that across it, just to cover that up. I think that might look all right. And I need to find some more little bits to put across here. Got that bit of green wallpaper. Probably need something that's not got floral on it, because that's really quite florally, that bit there. And I've also got this little bit, which is a bit of the book, the top of the book, just where it, the top, it's a little bit from the spine, but it's actually on the top. So I do need to find somewhere to pop that as well. Anyway, we'll work on that later. I've got these cards, and these are vintage cards from Amsterdam, but I don't want to cover the back up because I really like that they've got the back and the front on them. So I was wondering if I could kind of have them as a bit of a flap like that. So I don't really want to cover that up. I've got some washi tape. I thought if I put some washi tape along the edge, then I could still flip them over. Just tossing up if that's, I don't want to put washi tape here. They've been in a book. You probably can't see that. They do have a mark here where they've been in the book. They're like a collector's card thing. I had a whole book full, but I sold most of them off. But I did keep some for myself, and I do want to use some of those. So I think I'm just going to use this washi tape, because that's fairly sort of bland and brown and will look all right. And that way I can put that into the book, onto the card, once I'm finished here. May get some more of this out and see what I've got in here. Oh, here you go. There's another piece of paper that would look quite good. Again, it's not quite long enough, but it's fine. Just going to make that a bit big like that and maybe come down this side so I can put that on there. Get that stuck on. So apart from doing a bit of sewing, I haven't done much for weeks. I've been resting, sitting on the couch. I've been watching reruns of things and doing a little bit of walking, and of course, doing exercises. I'm getting a bit more active with my physio exercises now, and it's quite nice, and it's nice to be able to get out and walk the neighbourhood again, I must say. Now I want something quite plain here. Just wondering if I have some different wallpaper. I have this which I've sewn together, and I think I'm going to have to cut this because with the stitching it's not going to rip very well. I am going to kind of measure where it has to go as well. So I'm kind of thinking like from here and then probably down to about here. And that's probably enough of a bit of a guide there. Coming up here, see what this looks like now that I've cut it. Oh, it's pretty good, it almost fits. I can bring it down a little bit. That's fine like that. Just trial and error really. See what sticks and what doesn't. looks okay there. Right, just trim off this little bit at the bottom here. And I need a little bit here and a little bit up the top. Now, what did I have before? I had a little thing, didn't I? Wonder if that would go there. That's actually just a piece of paper. It's not an embellishment, it's just a piece of Tim Holtz paper, but it'll go up there really nicely. I'll get this one here. I like the texture on that because you've got the stitching, which is really nice. And then I need something down here. What will I put there? See what else I've got. I do have this other piece of paper here, which is just the writing paper. I could probably put some of that down there. Now this is a piece of ribbon, and on it it says handmade. Just a little strip of ribbon that I had, just thinking whether that could go across there and what else could go with it. Maybe a piece of this seam binding might look nice across there. Just give it a cut. And I also want to sort of probably rip the seam binding. Just going to give it a start with the scissors, and then it'll rip really well. So you get that really good frayed edge on there. And I can put this on top of it probably. Might have to cut this, it's a bit big I think, if I cut it in half. Or if I fray it a bit more on the end actually. Do a couple of cuts and fray it so it's a bit rattier. That's better. This can go on there. Then I'm looking at what else I can put on. It's still a bit big. I might chop this bit off the end, save that for something else. Now I do have this bit of the book. I really like that side. It's nice and crunchy. I'm going to cover up that little bit. In fact, I'm going to cut that bit off. Oh, maybe I'll cover it. Let's see. Ah, got it everywhere now. It's all threads. Let's try and put this on here. No, I'm going to cut that bit off. I don't like that bit. I'm just going to have the words. And I'll stick some down because it's getting out of control. So I find that if I stick it down, it'll keep it in place a bit more, and then I won't have the problem. And don't straighten that out, just sort of push that on there. Push the handmade on there. Where's my little handmade gone? Here. And now I want to see if this looks any good on here. Maybe, not sure yet. Let me have another look at it. No, definitely not there. I just might need another little piece of ribbon or something on here. I've got some of my labels out. These are the blue ones. They're a bit green in look, but they actually are blue. Push that label onto there. Oh, here they are. Couldn't see them and now I've found them. These are just some of those vintage laundry labels. But I don't know if they're going to go there. I might keep them with the red. I've got some red wallpaper, sort of reddish wallpaper there. Keep them with the red. And then I might keep this, just put it down here so that I can maybe put this on. Maybe put this on down here. And then maybe put this, let's see, what else can I put on here? I really want to get this on, but it just doesn't look any good. Doesn't matter where I put it, it's not doing it for me. Unless I put it up there. Yep, that's where it's going to go, up there. And I want to put it on with the back showing, not the front. So I really like that. And I do want to put my card down as well. If I put the card there, and then you can lift it up and still see it here. I'm not sure that that's working. I don't think that's working, so I'm not going to force it, because if it doesn't look any good, don't force it to try and be good. Would like something a bit darker down here because the number's dark. I need something to bring your eye down here. I'm going to try and take that label off. So like I said, if it doesn't work, don't leave it. Try and get rid of it. I think that's better. And this, I'm going to put this washi here. Just tear it. Gosh, this Tim Holtz washi, the little one like this, is so hard to tear. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's meant to be tissue tape and I can never make it tear. I keep forgetting that it won't tear and I keep trying to make it tear. Let's just look at that objectively. And I'm squinting because that helps. I know it sounds a bit, nutty, but it does. To see the light and dark. It's like quilting. You've got to see the light and dark, and that's just needing something else. I'm wondering if that label is just the wrong shape, or do I need something else up there, up here? Let's just look at what else we've got that we could possibly put up there. I'm going to put another little bit of this down here, making sure, is it up the right way? Yes. Just a teeny tiny little piece down here. Straight, of course, that's crooked. Let's try again. Just overlapping. It's funny that you put these tiny little bits down and they seem to just finish it off. It just needed one other thing, and I think that's it. Just looking at that now. Now I've pulled out this, which is my sticker book, Curiosities sticker book, because I'm just not happy. It needs another thing on it. And I think what it needs a couple of things. It needs a dark piece that says, this one, all orders promptly attended to, just across here. Hang on, let me get this in the spot that I want. Kind of here. There you go. It needs that, and it also needs one of these photos. Which one? Needs this dude just sitting on there. You can see I've left a little white edge of paper from the original piece of paper I put down around that. And this is annoying me because it's not straight, so it might have to try and come up. It's only a bit of washi. You think I'd be able to get that up, don't you? Okay, it's coming up now. Just gently I'll get it up, and then I have to put some glue under it to stick it back down, but I can't leave it like that. Oh, all orders promptly attended to doesn't want to go down now. That seems a bit better. And then I've got this dude here, and I thought just one other thing, there was some letters in here that I thought one of those might look good on it. Probably, what about an R? I like R. It's my surname, so I think I'll do an R. Where will I put the R? I like that little border around there. Just seeing where I can put the R. I know I'm gravitating to this bottom corner. I don't know why, but it's drawing me in, see? I'm going to put the R there. Never can put things down straight the first time. I don't know why that is. I'm putting the R there. I think that looks good. I'm quite happy with that. Let's see. Yeah, I think that looks good. I don't think I need to put anything more on it. I'll just check this and see again. No, I think that looks good now. It's looking more balanced than it was before I put those things down. Actually, I really like this pharmaceutical chemist. See if I can find somewhere I can put this little one. Maybe here. So I think that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that now. And that could be a card because you've got a spot to write something inside, or I think I'm going to use it as a journaling spot. So I could either stick this in to my journal, or I could tuck it into a pocket, or just leave it loose in the pages somewhere. I could even make that into a page. I could bind that into the book as a page. So I might think about that. But I like the idea. Now I've done this one with vertical underlays. Now I'm going to do the next one with horizontal. So I'll pop that one aside and grab this, and we'll start again. So I'm just looking at what side I want to use. Probably this side, I think. Oh, I was just going to ink around the edges of this, and I will take time to just do that. There you go. I've inked those edges now. I think that that looks a lot better. It's really subtle. You can probably hardly see it, but you know, I see it better when I'm sitting here than probably is picked up on camera. And if I wanted to, I can just darken that up a bit. See how I've darkened that? Come in a bit on the edge there. So I could do that, or I could just leave it. Just really personal preference on what you want. And of course you can do that after. If you've done something and you think I need to ink the edges or darken the edges up a bit, then you can do that. But now you're getting a contrast much more than what I had before. So that's that one, and I'm now going to do the horizontal one. So I'm just checking, yes, it's got to go across this way. If you're in doubt, then just put yourself an arrow. And that way you know that this is, you know, that's the top up here. So you know where you're working. Now let's start again with some sort of a piece down the bottom. I really like this piece. I never know which way up these go. I think this way because the tassels are hanging down, aren't they? So I might start with this piece, just rip this. So I try and rip them so that they are sort of a little bit of shape to them. I don't necessarily want perfect, I just want a shape. Now I think I'm going to probably rip this off again now, get that a little bit thinner on one end so that it can, that's sort of like a starting point if you like. That goes down there. I like that too. And I need something else to go across. I'll tell you what I do like. This is actually in bottle green, that piece there. So I might keep that. I'm not going to rip it yet because this might be a good feature piece for the front. That's just the spine of an old book. So when I pull the books apart to use, if I pull those bits out, I like to keep them so I can use them as spine pieces. I do like that too. I need something else though, in paper or in something. Maybe paper, I think. This map page might look good because it's green, it's got greens in it. Now it's going to be side on, but it doesn't really matter. That won't move. Come on, get off there. I don't know why I couldn't get that off there. Now again, you can see I've got that little piece there. So I'm going to try and utilise this piece down here. And I am going to try and make it bigger than the piece that I had before. So I want to put it like, actually I'd really like it the other way, so that this bit goes down here. Maybe I'll tear this as well. Try and get it how I want it. That's better. Yep, I think that's better. I'll just pop this down. I'm going to overlap on the end so that I can keep the green wallpaper that I've put there quite, you know, showing. I don't want to necessarily cover all that up for no reason. And seeing what else I've got now. I have that piece as well, which is another piece of the green, isn't it? And again, I'm just going to tear it so I don't have that white edge on it. Just get it all the way along. And I can pop this down here. Yeah, quite like that. Now I know I've still got that little white bit at the bottom here, but that doesn't matter. I will be fixing that up later. Now in my box here, I've got some more of the paper. Let's see what we've got in here. I've got that one. These are nothing special. They're just paper that I've picked up in an op shop. So it's fairly brownish, which is good. Oh, here's a little bit here. Like that. It says nations and places. I'll put that on there. And I need another little bit on here. Oh, that feels like it's two pieces actually. It's very thick. Hang on. Yeah, it is two. It's two pieces. I want to put that there so I've got the holes on the greens, so on top of the wallpaper. So I don't want the white showing through on them. And I've just chopped it or cut it, torn it, so that it's smaller. So I don't want to cover everything up that I've just done. It's quite a good spot for that as well. Let's get some of that glue up that seems to be getting everywhere as I'm putting things on. And there was, I think that's a bit much, isn't it? I thought I had some different colours here. Let's just try this one. No, I don't want to use that. It's all too much here. What about this one? I could put that down there, couldn't I? Just going to leave the end of it not stuck down because I might end up tucking something under it. Just tucking something under that end. And I'm going to trim that edge off because I've left it over the edge on purpose so I don't have the pre-made edge. I want it to look a bit more natural than what that was looking, so I've chopped that down now. See what else we can find on the table. I do have this. Just tear this piece off. That's quite good there. I may have to tear it a bit shorter though. That's better. Just put that there. I know that's not vertical, but it's not horizontal. Not about that necessarily, it's just the base. I'm starting with the, trying to get that base as a horizontal. And then I'll cover as I go. Try and find something else that I've got. See what's in here. I've got these. I never really use these. I think they're meant to be like cigar things. I think that's what they are. But I don't really use them. Look, I'm just going to put this down. I'm just going to put it up the top here. At least then I've used it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's meant to be like a cigar wrapper. Those things there. And once again, I'm going to cut it off. Then I've still got this gap here. I'm going to pull this up because I didn't stick it all the way down and push that under. That looks better. See what else we've got to put on here. There's this piece here which is quite varied. I have to go up that way, wouldn't it? Let's just try and tear it because these are all bits, so it might not work. And if I just ink this edge because it's a bit white. Just bear with me while I get that inked. And I'm going to put that there. That needs to come off. So I'll trim it down. Trim that. And that can just go there over the top. Actually about there, I think. So about to there. And just because you've made something, like these, I made these ages ago, these little mood boards, I always call them, master boards, just because you've made them doesn't mean that you can't rip them up and use them for something else, like I'm doing here. They've been sitting over there, and I made a lot at that time. And I don't think I've made anything of them since, so I got rid of a lot of things by doing them, and I've used a lot. But that one just needed some, it just wasn't working in anything I tried to do with it. And that's why I thought, well, why not use them in this and start, getting some use out of them rather than just having them sit there. Now, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I need some tape. I definitely need some tape. Where am I going to put the tape? Because the tape actually matches that. Don't want it up there. Don't want it down here. Maybe I will put it Maybe I'll put it here, covering up that corner. I wonder if that will work. Let me see. I don't want to cover too much of that though. I don't want that in the middle like that. It's got to be one side or the other. Maybe I'll put that there. I still need something down here. I've not put anything there. Let me find something to put down there. What about if we go with one of these? I need a round one. I wish I could find one. I'm not sure if the round ones have numbers on them though. Let's see. No, I've got an oval one. No. I've also got an octagonal one. No. Okay, we might not use one of those because it's not working. So I'll need something to put on there. Now, I was going to use this. So I wonder if I can rip this and pop this here. I probably could. In fact, will I put it on the back? No, like the front of that more. Let's put this down and work out how we're going to finish this off. Looking a little unfinished at the moment. And go back to this book because I think I quite like these pictures again. Let's see what I can put there. Try and work out where this can go. Maybe down here. I wonder if I can, no, I don't want her in the corner. Maybe down here like that. I'm just putting that down tentatively. Yep, that's got to go down there. I'm going to get something in that corner. Actually, one of those letters would look really good in there, wouldn't it? One of the ABs. Where are they? At the back. What did I use last time? Maybe I can use a W because I've got ABC up there. And look, that's going to fit there, and it's also going to overlap the ever so little bit or sit alongside that lady. That's fine. W. And I do need something else. Let's see. I'm going to use this little thing here. It says vanishing visitors. They're so cute, these ones. I don't know why. I just thought that would look good. And what about apothecary? Apothecary. I can't even say the word. Apothecary. I wonder if I can put apothecary up on here if it would stay. I'll try it. I may have to stick it down later with some glue. It's not going to stay. I can tell already. No, it's definitely not going to stay. What about if I put it under here? Just tuck it under there a little bit. That's fine. And see what else I can find to put on here. Oh, maybe I can use one of the pharmacy signs. That'd be a good idea with the apothecary. Can't say that word. Maybe I can put this down here. Just on top. Like that, or further up. Maybe just under there. I like these, putting all the stickers, you know, in a linear position. I think they look good. I would like to put something on here. I don't know what that something's going to be, but I'd like to put something on there. Checking out my little thing here to see if there's anything that might look good. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm going to put on there. I'm just going to leave it for now. I'm just getting really tired, so I'm going to have to sign off and say thank you for watching. I hope you liked that. I will do some more on that later. At the moment my brain's just not working quite as well as I would like it to. But I'm quite happy with both of those. I just need something else to finish this one off and balance it out a bit more. But for now, this is Deborah. Thanks for joining me today. Cheers.